Uppity Unicorn here, and if you will just give me a moment to grab my headset, I should have taken a little bit more time to prepare myself to go live, but I saw the news and I just kind of, this is really sad what is going on. And I ask everyone to just give me 15 minutes of your time. 15 minutes is all I ask of you, and I should be done. So here I go plugging in my headset, and I'm going to go ahead and wait until I see that the sound has transferred. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I just cleaned my entire room. Everything looks fabulous. And I just knocked over my little weight loss juice all over my beautiful black rug. So I'm going to try not to be irritable at this moment. Oh my God, I spent so much time making this thing. I've got like fresh lemon squeeze and apple cider vinegar and strawberry essence, water. Man, okay. Y'all, please come in here, come in here. Yo, Darren, I'm hot about this rug right now. Okay. And I mean, it's a big old cup. Like, let me open my camera. I just spilled like a, yo. Do y'all see this? All of this is on the floor. Can you see that? Yeah. Um, so let me not lose my focus here. Um, Stay in your houses. I cannot speak to Jamaicans. I cannot speak to Nigerians. I cannot speak to Somalis. ADOS people, stay in your houses. This is not your protest. You did not organize this. You did not even know these things were going to happen. These things were orchestrated way before this man was ever murdered. That is why these riots are occurring in city after city after city that has nothing to do with it. Remember the Watts riots. Remember that they were centralized in Watts. Okay. Remember what happened in LA with Rodney King. Remember when these riots are actually sincere, they normally happen in a place like, remember, oh God, this is, you know, the history of your country. You know that let's say Nippon, excuse me, Japan, right? I took 2 years of Japanese in high school. So let's say Japan, Pearl Harbor. Our government knew full well that Japan had threatened to send missiles to Pearl Harbor. But what did our government want to do? They wanted to drop bombs, what is it, big man and little boy, something like that, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? So they used all the men at Pearl Harbor as bargaining chips to say to America, oh, look at all these dead people. Let's drop atomic bombs on, Japan's playgrounds, hospitals, just like all over it. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? These cities blown to smithereens, okay? In full knowledge, okay, the US knew. We got word from Japan that they were going to send missiles if XYZ did not happen. And the US sat there and did nothing and let those men be killed. Like pawns on a chessboard, I'm asking you, please stay in your homes. You do not protest in a pandemic. I literally just had it out. I had to avoid, y'all. I'm trying not to say anything bad about my family because that's what I won't do in public. But someone randomly gifted us a Mickey Mouse doll in the middle of a pandemic. They set this big Mickey Mouse doll on our porch. And so the kids ran straight to it. And, look, I'm trying not to talk shit, but the kids ran straight to it and I panicked. And I was angry that I was the only person panicked because I feel like people are relaxing, like we're not still in a goddamn pandemic, right? So I freaked out. I pulled everything off of everything, sheets, clothes, whatever, threw the kids in the tub, cleaned the tub, threw the kids in, towels, whatever. I got bottles of bleach. I'm mad. I'm angry, right? I'm angry. And then, of course, the person who gifted it was like, oh, it's clean, it's clean, it's clean. I'm just like, you don't know what's clean. And there was a white woman parked outside of our house that I had never seen before, and I had never seen her car before. So let me tell you what I assumed. I assumed that because, like, we are a black family in a house that is worth so much that people are constantly trying to buy us out of this neighborhood. They're constantly trying to give my sister, you know, more than what she paid for the house to get rid of her. Now she knows that they're still not offering her enough because this house and worth has just gone way up. But it's like we're a black family on a block of y'all. I'm trying to make this make sense to you, but basically, I thought that that Mickey Mouse doll very well could have been an attack on our household. And you might say that that's paranoia, but things like the Tuskegee experiment to African American men makes me feel like I need to take precaution when there is a white woman parked outside of my house in a white car that I have never seen before in my life, and all of a sudden the Mickey Mouse doll shows up on my porch, and the first thing my nieces and nephews do is go and hug Mickey. I had my oldest nephew crying because I'm hollering at him, you need to get in the shower. The littles are mad because, they wanted to jump around and play. And I mean, they had a really great time in the bathtub, but nevertheless, like it was a thing. But I'm just like, y'all, you act like your government has never terrorized you before. You act like your government has never terrorized you before, has never led you like a lamb to the slaughter before. Stay in your houses. They are trying to make this look like this is your protest. They keep naming all these goddamn black cities, naming all these black names, putting all these black reporters out, and they're snatching these little sound bites like, yeah, we're angry and we're hurt. And yeah, I'm saying we want to go crazy. And I'm just like, don't do that. Don't talk to these people. Don't talk to these cameras. If you want to do something, there are action items for you. I just posted courtesy of the real Aaron Collins, who you can call, whose voicemail you can fill up, who you can email, who you can totally railroad electronically via email, via phone call, in order to voice your complaints about George Floyd and prosecution and convictions, because an arrest is not enough. I agree. In my opinion, these officers, like, I mean, whoever had their knee anywhere near this man's body deserves to die. That is my opinion. Fuck time, fuck incarceration, fuck fines, fuck bail bonds. I do believe these people deserve to be dead. I am in my home though. That is my belief. But there is a pandemic out here. You will kill your kids. You will go home and kill your family. Do not leave your homes. Do not go out and protest. Live stream and protest. Start a YouTube channel and protest. Get on Facebook Live and protest. Get on Tumblr and protest. Get on Twitch and protest. Start a website and protest. But stay in your homes. You will be arrested. You will be blamed. And when the National Guard comes out here and starts shooting down Americans, can you guess who will be first? Do not be a useful idiot. Do not let somebody play with your sincerity because you're really pissed about George Floyd, as we all should be. Do not let somebody play with your sincerity and you get something accomplished for them and then it costs you your fucking life. Where will your kids be? You don't got no kids. Where will your mother be? The people who love you, your community. Stop. Go the fuck home. Black people, African American people, stay in your homes. I keep checking these news camera angles and I can't help but notice that, like, the way they're cutting the angles is like they want you to see a black person, but in reality is hella white people out there. When they're saying thousands of people on the street, are there even thousands of people in some of these hoods able to come to the same place at the same time? Where have you seen thousands of people all at the same time in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Bed-Stuy? Like, maybe in Atlanta, I get it, and they're talking all the shit about Atlanta. They're talking all the shit about where he's actually from. You guys stay in your homes. How many rumors of war? How many rumors of martial law? How many rumors of being policed as if we are a foreign country? How many rumors like that do you need to hear for you to take caution? You don't have to put on a tin hat. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist. But your common sense, your nation, it wasn't just regular broke ass fuck. I just looked at this spilt drink on my carpet again and got mad all over again. Look, when black people were being lynched, understand those were not just broke, poor Dukes of Hazard, toothless ass white people. These were your judges, your doctors, your lawyers, your politicians, and their families. And their children have inherited their positions, and their grandchildren have inherited their positions. Stay home. Go home. Go home. We barely even live in a physical world anymore. Everything is online, everything is virtual. Why are you outside in the middle of a pandemic? You cannot practice social distancing. You cannot protect yourself. There is a doctor who believes he got the virus through his eyes, which is very possible. Very possible. Your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your orifices. Go home. You don't know what these people are willing to spray you with. Tear gas is the least of your concerns. Go home, black people. Stop getting gassed about a camera in your face and saying reckless shit, because I'm telling you, the best of what you could say will be neglected. And that one little tiny snippet of you saying we feel like going crazy, that is what is going to be used. That is what I just saw on the news. And it was a black woman. And I mean, that's why they grab the least intelligent looking people for an interview. Useful idiot. Useful idiot. These are not your protests, black people. When's the last time you heard of black people burning down black businesses? What does that do? Black people, you don't know what's going on. You think you know, but you have no idea. Myself included. Go home. Please go home. The National Guard, how apt do you think? I mean, if this is how the fucking police treat you niggas, what do you think the National Guard is gonna do to you? Do you think the National Guard is coming to get Becky? Do you think they're afraid of her? Do you think that that's why they're assembling? Because Samantha's out of control? My nigga? Because Becky won't calm down? Or because people are saying, hey, Jerome's in the house. Craig and them is out there. You know, I saw Dante in them streets. He was tripping. Shaniqua said she felt like going crazy. And it's only a few black people out there. I mean, it looks like salt and freaking pepper. And I don't mean the women. Like it looks like somebody dropped these little pieces of black pepper, and they keep cutting these camera angles so quick because every time they really film some shit, these people are not black. But they're labeling them black, and every useful idiot out there is making it look like this is black people doing this. Protesting, period, before the death of George Floyd was an antiquated form. Going out in the streets and protesting, that's an antiquated form of social change. Null and void after the 60s. What were you doing marching any time after that? Vote after that. Cast a ballot after that. Hell, if you want to be an assassin, I can't encourage you, but I understand, man. Knock some heads off if you will, but you going out there screaming and yelling and the police's face and in the face of the National Guard, you will get plucked down. I don't know if this was orchestrated or not, but I was watching the channel of Darren Marion and they arrested an entire CNN squad because they were standing in the street. And they were just trying to cover the story, but the police were like, yo, if you guys don't get out of the street, you're getting arrested. And they arrested the fucking anchor, the person who was on the beat, who was catching the story. They arrested the cameraman. They arrested the person who holds the microphone. They got everybody. They collected everybody. They collected everybody, you guys. These are not our protests. You know what our protests look like. And if you don't, lucky for you, you've got a smartphone or a laptop and it's not too far from your fingertips to figure it out. Our shit has a certain look, has a certain vibe, has a certain feel. You can't tell me all these states that are on fire are because of us. We didn't orchestrate this shit. If it wasn't George Floyd, it was going to be somebody else. They were going to catch another African American to get niggas pissed off, to hopefully push us into the street, to hopefully get the National Guard in here, to institute fucking martial law. We have been hearing about the coming of martial law and new world orders and all that shit for 10 fucking years. And we laugh at people who talk about this shit. We laughed when the fucking Simpsons made a suggestion about Donald Trump being the president and spending the nation broke. We thought the shit was funny. Okay, well, the Tuskegee experiment is not funny, right? Wounded Knee is not funny, right? Little Bighorn is not funny, right? What happened in Nicaragua is not funny, right? Hiroshima and Nagasaki are not funny, right? Even the Watts wires, like if you're talking about, oh, what happened to Rodney King, hell of those people were Hispanic, man. You guys, don't be somebody else's useful idiot. Don't let these people make you look bad. Don't let these people take your sincerity and weaponize it against you. You out there telling the camera how you feel, and it's just like, oh, great, there's an angry nigger. Bring out the National Guard. Now we can shoot them all down because, hey, they said so themselves. They said they're angry themselves. They said they want to go crazy themselves. You know, they're out of control. Please stay in your home. You are not ready for what's coming. And the only way you can avoid it is to stay in your home. I'm up at a unicorn, and all I can do is convey the message. I'm out, you guys.